Hi everyone, welcome back to Voice It. So, as you all know, recently pandemic outbreak has been hindering us from having a physical show in our studio. But I tell you, there's nothing can stop us from having a talk show, even in this Google Meet session. So we will be conducting this talk show in online. And without further ado, let's start today's topic. So today's topic is about bullying. So what is bullying? Bullying happens in everywhere, in all corners of the world. It causes a lot of social issue, and as well as a lot of innocent victims have been suffering from it and have been bullied by a lot of people or a lot of co-workers, maybe students, friends around them. And here we are today. We want to further dig into this topic and to look into this topic and have a better understanding of what bullying is about. And here I have three guests with us. First is Miss Lee. And yeah, hi Miss Lee, how are you?
Hi everyone.
Hi. Okay, second we have Miss Tan. Hi Miss Tan.
Hi everyone.
Hello. And lastly we have Dr. Ng. Hi Dr. Ng, are you there?
Guys.
Okay. Okay, welcome you all to today's talk show, and we will begin soon. Bullying is a very hot topic. Everyone knows about it, right? So we have invited these guests, and they have real life experience on what is bullying. And firstly, I introduce to you our who was once a victim. I'm not sure if she is still now or not, but we will hear some experience from her, who is Miss Lee. Miss Lee, would you like to tell us what happened in your past?
Thank you for having me here. I'm Miss Lee. So I live in a small town and grew up in a single parent family. So which is a lack of parents caring and loving, and this make me have a lot of trouble because I always get bullying in secondary school, and due to my family income, all the stuff that I use are very low cost and poor quality, while my other school friends are using those branded and luxurious stuff. So it is a big differences of our living environment. So and this from a gang of devil in the secondary school who always bully me.
Okay, so we have just heard from Miss Lee that she suffered bullying in at school, and because of she came from a poor family, she did not have all those luxurious items as what that gang of girls did. They have all those luxurious items, but she didn't have it, and she suffered from bullying from them. The gang of girl, they bullied Miss Lee for not being wealthy enough to fit in their group. So we can see, yeah, it's quite serious and it's quite an experience for her. So can I hear what are the side effects that would cause a victim's life from our sociologist today, Dr. Ng?
Thanks for having me here. So, of course, there are a lot of side effects that will brings to the victims. So I would like to divide the side effects into two categories, which is short terms and also long terms. So in short terms, the victim might face, in psychological terms, we call it as social isolations. This social isolation actually means the victim are lonely or they don't want to talk to other people. They are always alone. So this is very dangerous because it will decrease their immune function also. Okay, the next one is feeling of shame. They might feel shame of talking to other people or even do other things. They are afraid of doing everything, like speaking in front of people, like doing performance at a school, because they scared they might laugh by the other people and get bullied. In short terms also, the victim might face sleep disturbance problems, means they are very hard to fall asleep because they keep thinking about the problem that they might face, what the bullies done to them today, or they're scared of waking up in the next morning. Yeah, that's for the short terms. So for the long terms, if the short terms problems continues going on, so they will probably get depressions. This is very common effects that we know lah. Depression means like you feel sad about no reason, you will cry alone for no reason, and also increased risk of suicide. They would think like they want to suicide because they feel like they have no meaning to continue surviving in the world anymore. They have suicide plans already, they want to jump off the building. This is very common, happens in Utah or Utah college students, which we can see in the news, right? They jump off the building.
Okay, thank you, Doctor, for your further elaboration. So, yeah, actually, bullying can cause social isolation, as what Doctor said, and also as well as you feel down, you feel lonely, and it causes a lot of psychological issue and mental issue in the victim's life, in the victim's mind, right? So yeah, and also it leads to depression and stuff. Is very upsetting, I would say. So I have a question for Miss Miss Tan. Miss Tan, she was once a bullier, but I'm sure she's not now anymore. And yeah, Miss Tan, so what was your motive that drove you into bullying, and who was your target at that time when you started bullying?
That time I have low self-esteem. Then actually I just want to show that I'm strong, and I want to get people attentions who around me. Therefore, I'm the youngest child in my family, and I always control or by my uh, family, and they actually plan everything for me without asking me. I get something that siblings has passed down for me, like clothes, toys, or book. I feel very bad that I never have a new thing in my childhood. Mostly I will target the people who have the thing has who have the things that are expensive or nice or something that I don't have it.
Yeah. Okay, I see, I see. So, as we just heard from Miss Tan that she was a bullier because she felt like she did not have the, how to say, like a right to have her own things because in her family, her parents make all the decision for her, and also the things that the sibling gave to her from her siblings is not a new thing that she owned. Her target, as you said, was her target was those who own the things that Miss Tan did not have at that time, and that's why she started bullying. Okay, so yeah, and one more question for you, Miss Tan. When was the moment you find joy in bullying? When you bullying people?
I feel joyful when I have damaged people things or steal their things. I just want to, I just want the thing that no longer appears in front of me, so that I will feel very comfortable and happy.
A question to Dr. Ng. So will there be any negative side effects to the bullier's life as well, apart from the victims?
So of course there will be negative effects to the bullier also, not only the victims, but unfortunately there's only a very little research has been done to understand the effects of the bullier. Those research is more to the consequences of bullying other people and also for the victims only. So we forgot about the reason why they become a bullier. So I will also divide this into two different categories, which is short terms and also long terms. So for short terms, the bullier might face poor school performance because they've been busy bullying other people at school. So this caused them hard to concentrate on the lessons and make their result turns very bad in exams. Okay, they also miss school because they're loitering around. And then next one is increased truancy risk. What we call truancy in Malay is called bonding. So this is very popular in secondary school. Okay, because what we see normally, the bullier is some kind of a gangster in the school, right? So they always like to go out, go to a shopping mall or wherever to bully other people. So for the long terms, if the bullier didn't get the proper treatment, we didn't try to understand them, so the bullying behavior is likely to continue into adulthood. So when they become an adult, they might starting to abuse their children or abuse their boyfriend or girlfriend, which we always see in the news. The boyfriend like to fight with the girlfriends, hurt them, and turn into the illegal cases. And lastly is they are less likely to be educated anymore. They are very hard to teach anymore. They are too stubborn to listen already. They are also less likely to be unemployed because nobody wants to hire the people that involved in criminal cases, right? Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ng, for your explanation here on actually negative effects can cause to the bullier's life as well. And thank you so much for so considerate and also very thoughtful of you. You break into two terms. One is short term and one is long term. It's not only affecting their school in their school life during their school life, as well as it will cause problems in their adulthood as well if they continue to bully other people. And yeah, okay. So why not we come back to Miss Lee? Okay. Do you remember when was the most critical time you got bullied, and you can say maybe very serious kind of bully that you have faced back then?
So I remember the most critical time that I have been bullied in a school is during the graduation ceremony. They splashed the water on my uniform and told me that I'm not supposed to be graduate due to my broken family background. So when I heard that, I felt very sad and annoyed at the time because it's like it is a shame in my whole life.
Okay, I feel sorry for you that you have faced such serious and such upsetting experience that in a graduation ceremony, someone splash water on you is actually unforgivable, and I feel sorry for you. And had you gone through any serious physical or mental illness at that time when you got bullied, Miss Lee?
So at the first, I think they just make some jokes at me, but after a few times, their attitude and behavior are totally changed. So I started to be afraid. Sometimes they also upload my photo and video on the internet. So when I saw that, I feel very unconfident and depressed at the first. But because this make me got a lot of trouble and cannot present well in my lesson or other activity. And after a few times of getting bullying, I can't even sleep well and eat well. So this will affect my body weight and mental health. So facing those devil in the school, I also scared to go to school and even want to drop out of my lesson. So this is how they bully me and affect of my physical and mental health.
Okay, I
Okay.
understand. Thank you. It's just so sad that even cyberbullying has happened to you at that time. So we can see that actually bullying is not only physical and mental bullying. It in nowadays generation, this era, information era, it has been a very upsetting story for Miss Lee that actually they posted videos or photos of her making jokes of her on the internet, on the social media that made her even lost weight and also suffer from mental illness because of that. And okay, next question is to Miss Tan. Okay, Miss Tan, like what we heard from Miss Lee saying that she suffered from not only physical and mental bullying as well as cyberbullying. So, how did you actually bully uh, the people around you, physical or mental, or perhaps cyberbullying, like what Miss Lee experienced before?
I bullying in the form of physical by damaging their things, such as breaking their items, so they lost possessions of things they have. And also, I also bully people mentally by stealing their things, cause mental breaking down of victim easily because they will try to find out the things they are missing without knowing the things what happened to the things.
That means you bully in a form of physical and also mental as well. Okay, I believe we all have just heard that what how Miss Tan bullied people back then, and I'm so proud of her. Actually, she can stood out and tell us all the story that she has been through, and yeah, it's very brave of her. So, thank you, Miss Tan, for your sharing. And next up, we have another question for um, Dr. Ng. Okay, Dr. Ng, because we can see that bullying happens everywhere and it happens very frequently. So I would like to know who would most likely to influence the bullier to start bullying actually.
Okay, though they most likely to influence the bullier to start bullying is obviously the one that close to them, the people around them, like their family, their parents, their friends, siblings, or even peer group. So for like family, maybe their family have some serious issues in house, like the parents abuse them or yell at them with no reason. So they are more likely to bully people out there because in the house they feel weak. They have the wrong mindset. They thought that bullying people is fun. Bullying people is making me stronger, but actually it's not because they influence from the parents. And the next thing is friends. I like to group friends and peer group into the same categories because it's more or less the same only. Okay, if you mix with your friend that likes to bully other people, so of course you will more likely to follow their footsteps and bully other people also, because in the gang you don't want to feel different from them, you don't want to be isolated, right? So you have no choices, you can just following their steps.
Okay, so we can see that those who influence the bullier to start bullying is actually, as what doctor has said just now, she categorized into two groups, and one is family and also friends and peers. And these are the people that actually influence them because they are close to them. And also, if parents are not teaching them in a good way, in a proper way, having a proper education, they can actually fall into bullying because they think that bullying can make them stronger. So yeah, thank you, doctor, for your sharing. Okay, let's come back again to bullier, Miss Tan, who was once a bullier. And why did you bully actually at the time?
For me, it's because I have low control over my own decisions. Like everything is planned from my parent decisions. I never get something that I want. I just want to seek for freedom of my choice. Mm, I also built self-esteem, so I start bullying. I feel happy and good when I get attention from others people around me and also make me stronger. I feel fit with arrogance and I feel I am on top of the world.
And yeah, okay, thank you, Miss Tan, for your sharing again. And yeah, actually, when you started bullying, and if that bullying comes, the result comes out very well, that actually the victim is actually hurt, and you can actually see uh, like some kind of success in your life as a bullier, because you will feel like you are on top of the world, like what Miss Tan has just shared to us. There's another question again for Dr. Ng. I want to hear from you that when will a bullier notice their problem and stop bullying? Is there any possibility that they will stop bullying?
Yes, of course, there will be a possibility for them to stop bullying and realize their problems lah. So there's a few reasons. The first reason is when the reason or when the source of everything's happened has been solved. Means like if they have family issues, like their parents always wanted to divorce or everyday fight in the house, destroying the furniture or whatever, if their parents' problem has been solved, that means they have a bigger chance to heal and stop bullying because they are in a happy family again, not like the old times, right? And the second reason is maybe when something's happened to them, something very serious, like for example, car accidents, they will feel like life is very short and they don't want to waste their time and energy to do such things like that again. So, yeah, they will stop bullying or realize their own problems. And also, they probably will meet someone that make them feel love again, or someone who truly understands them. Not necessarily have to be friends or whoever, can be a boyfriend or girlfriend also. If you meet the one that you love and you feel love also, you don't want them to think about like, oh, actually you are a bully. You don't want them to leave you, right? So yeah, they were willing to change.
Okay, thank you, doctor, for your professional psychological perspective. Question back to the who was once a bullier, Miss Tan. How did you stop bullying, and what actually made you stop bullying?
Mm, I stopped bullying when I feel devastated because I have lost something that is very important to me. I put myself in their shoes to know that victim perspective to feel how bad bullying is. My mom is the one who always remind me not to bully anymore, to give me advice, to be appreciate and be grateful for what I have now, not to waste money in something that we don't need it.
Thank you, Miss Tan, for your sharing again. And I feel happy for you that you actually stopped bullying, and is is a very good thing that you did, because of like what doctor has just said, that if you have someone you love and you feel love again, and you will properly stop bullying, because like what Miss Tan has shared to us, that she say her mom was the person who encouraged her, or maybe teach her not to bully anymore, and ask her to start appreciating and start being grateful for what she had at the time. And yeah, and I happy to see that um, Miss Dan, you have actually stepped out of bullying. And it's been a while since we hear from our Miss Lee, the victim. Here's a question for you. How did you overcome getting bullied eventually? And or maybe what happened to the bullier that they stopped bullying you?
So, I didn't get well until today. I'm still feeling anxious and uncomfortable. I can't even forget those bad memories in my school life. And from my view, bullying is unforgivable because it gives me a lot of trouble and bad memories in my childhood, and also causes a lot of negative effect in my career. So I also hope bullying can be stopped in the future. And also I want to know, is there any ways can solve this problem, and how can I come back to my original lifestyle?
Okay, thank you, Miss Lee. And I feel sorry for you again that you didn't get well. Even until today, you still feel anxious and uncomfortable. I think this is the reason why you want to come to our show, Voice It, to voice it out. And I I truly appreciate your brave, your courage, because you dare to step out and tell us your experience. Even until today, you still not feeling comfortable, not feeling well, because of the past that have caused you a lot of bad memories in your at school, and also as well as in your career. Yeah, I also want to know, is there any ways to solve bullying cases or stop this thing from happening again? Yeah, this question is actually to the end. So, are there any suggestive ways of overcoming bullying? And maybe also those who are bullying, is there any ways to solve this problem?
So, in case to answer your questions, and also I would like to give advice for the victim, Miss Lee. So, when you found out the problem or you've been bullied in the first place, I would like to tell you, please do not escape from the problem. Please do not keep it to yourself and cry alone in the house. You need to face it bravely. Okay, you need to talk to counselor. So when those girls post pictures about you or whatever, you need to talk to the counselor first and get help from them. I'm sure they will give a lot of advices and also give those people that bully you a lot of punishment and consequences also. And then For those who are already in the depression stages, okay, please do not forget to get your medication on time because this is very important for your health also. Please go get medications and please listen to whatever the doctor said to you. Listen to the advices and recommendations. Okay, the most important thing to victim is that don't ever think to suicide. Okay, if you suicide, first the problem won't solve. The problem's still there, right? The the people that are bullying other people, they're still bullying other people. They won't stop because of you die. So think about people that loves you. Think about your family, your friends, okay, your partner, whatever. If you suicide, that actually means the bullier wins. So the best way and the best solution is that you live better than that. Okay, that's for the victim. So for the bullier, okay, I believe that the bullier knows that what are they doing is wrong. Okay, I believe that they also know the reason why they're doing like that. So face your reason, face your problem briefly and talk to whoever you trust for, whoever you think are trustable, talk to them and get help. They might provide some solution for you also. And for parents, they have a big responsibility for this bully cases also. As a parent, you need to show care and love for your children and then spend time for them. And most important is you need to educate them from small, from kindergarten. You need to tell them that bullying is actually wrong to do, and do not fight in front of the children because they will learn and they will have the wrong mindset. And if you ever find your children is bullying other people, you must guide them into the right way, right directions.
Thank you, Dr. Ng. And I agree with you one point that you have mentioned that if the victim they decided to commit suicide, it's actually a warfare, a match that is actually won by the bullier. So there's no point of committing suicide because the bullier will win the match, and victims he or she will just die and without solving the problem at all. And also, parents have a very big responsibility when it comes to bullying cases that happen in the world because of the lack of education from the parents. Parenting is very important, I believe, and also parents must have a responsibility and be responsible for their children and give their children care, love, and and so on. Okay, so today's show is coming to an end, and I would like to encourage to those who are watching this forum discussion, this talk show, Voice It, and maybe those who are getting bullied, I feel sorry for you. And if you feel like one day you want to find someone to talk to, if you don't dare to voice up, if you don't dare to find someone to talk to, you can always come to us actually. Actually, sometimes I think that if you talk to a stranger, but if you have been on our show for so long, you know us, and you can actually come to us. We are very trustable and very trustworthy. I think you can come to us and talk to us, and yeah, you can call us anytime. Okay, you can call us at 1-800-666-4646, or maybe you can find us on our official Facebook, and you can inbox us, PM us, and we will reply you as soon as possible and listen to your pain. And yeah, just don't give up on your life. That's not the way of solving bullying. So, and as for those bullier, I'm here to encourage you to, if you are watching this, stop bullying and know that you are leaving scars on others people's life. It's not just you think it's fun and you can just continue to do so. It's not like that, and it's actually you are leaving scars on other people's life as well as yours. If you don't realize, because as what doctor has just said, she said that it can cause negative effects in your life too as a bullier, because you are making other people suffer and also yourself, because you never satisfied by what you have, but you just keep bullying. You just can't feel the emptiness. So, bullier, I would like to encourage you to stop bullying, and you can come to us also. You can contact us. We can talk to you. We can help you. We can help you get out of this bullying situation. So please call us at 1-800-664646, and you can also contact us in our Facebook official page at Voice It, and PM us. We can talk to you and listen to your pain. Okay, so today's show is coming to an end, and I thank you, our special guests here, three special guests, Miss Tan, Miss Lee, and also Dr. Ng. I thank you for your time, and I hope to see you all soon. And I hope Miss Lee can know the solution already. And Miss Tan, I appreciate you to have the courage to step out and talk to us about your experience in bullying, and as well as our psychologist, professional psychologist, Dr. Ng, that you have given advices and also factors and the reasons why bullier bully, and also negative effects that cause to victims and also bullier. I thank you so much, and your professional advice is much appreciated. Thank you all, and okay, bye bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.